I'm Tim Bryan, coach of Thumbs Up Running. I've been running for over 38 years and coaching for well over 25 years. I've coached road races, I've coached trail runs like this right here, and I've coached track. So I've got years of experience coaching. And today I'm going to bring you an instructional video. Hi, I'm Tim Bryan, coach of Thumbs Up Running. And today we're going to be talking about the dreaded shin splint. So if you Google this, you probably got shin splints, or you're working with somebody that does have it, and you're wondering, well, what's causing this? This hurts. Yeah, and I'm talking about the shin splints like in the front of your shin, on the bone, fire, it hurts. Now you can get shin splints on the sides, and that can be caused by joint trauma and muscle fatigue. I'm talking about the actual bones themselves. Now I'm going to show you a few things that cause shin splints. And almost all of them are caused by running wrong. I mean, like, take a look here. The hips come forward. Whatever is going to cause that, we're going to go over several things that cause that. But whatever it is, the hips are going forward and causing you to come down on your heel, which causes like a jackhammer effect coming up your legs, and it hurts. So, what's causing that, and how do you stop it? That's what we're going to go. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, you're probably a sprinter. And you're Googling this and saying, man, I keep getting shin splints and it's hard to run track. Well, yeah, that's because 95% of the time is when you're doing your runs, you're stopping too quickly after you get through your repeat 50s, repeat 100s, whatever you're doing. You get to the end of that, you want to put the brakes on. Every time you put the brakes on, you're slowing back. And I'm going to go and give you a demonstration of that right now.
Go.
Stop. Oh, I wanted to stop real quick. When I do that, I put the brakes on. The hips came forward, and I lean back and I stop. Well, that causes a lot of jar on your lower leg. When I was coaching, when I first started coaching, we had kids that were getting shin splints. But as soon as I got them going to taking 30 yards, to slow down, and just let your body naturally come to a stop, and then come back up. Right.
Go.
So, as you can see, when I come in for a stop, that the hips were coming back and I was putting the brakes on, causing that jackhammer effect. You know, when I first started coaching sprints, a lot of the kids were getting shin splints. And how we corrected that problem is we break them in and we take them 25, 30 yards, sometimes more, to naturally let their body slow down after a sprint workout and then come back for the next one. Once we started implementing that, all the problems went away except for maybe the new kids coming up that hadn't quite learned that at that point. But all the older kids, they never got shin splints. It's just a simple little thing, but just putting that brakes on, it's just so damaging because your lower legs are absorbing the whole shock of that run. And when you got spikes on, it lifts up the toes even more and even puts more pressure back on those heels. So again, eliminate the quick stop. And even if you're not racing at the time against anybody, why are you wearing spikes at that point? Take those out. You don't need to have those for your workout. It just causes extra pressure back on that heel. So again, stop popping those hips forward when you put the brakes on. Take time to slow down, and that'll kind of eliminate the shin splints in that situation. Now, other things that could cause you to throw the hips forward is a lot of people are told to run tall. And that's good. It's good advice, because every time you throw the shoulders back, it opens up your chest area and spreads the ribs out a little bit and allows more oxygen to come into your lungs. But the danger is that when you throw them back, if you throw them too far back, again, it doesn't seem like much, but just a little bit of rocking so that hip's going forward is going to let the foot more drive straight down onto the heel rather than landing mid-foot and allowing you to move and slide through your run and transfer onto your ankle, onto your knee and the hips and absorb that impact. It's not really being absorbed as much because you're coming straight down on there and it's shocking up there. So if you're having problems and you're running too tall, And you just think, man, am I feeling my hips pop forward? Rotate forward just a little bit and allow those hips to slide back a little bit and get into a more of a natural feel in the stride. You shouldn't be slapping. You should be nice and smooth transfer midsole through your foot and just relax doing that. The other thing that could cause you to throw your hips forward is like running downhill. A lot of people get scared, they're going to go too fast, they're going to fall flat in their face, they're going to trip or whatever. So again, you still need to go a little bit more forward and allow yourself to roll through the downhill. I mean, if you have to, if it's really steep, spread your stance out a little bit, go rock side to side, but you never want those hips to pop forward and put the brakes going downhill, especially longer downhill. You're really going to feel not just on your shins, but you're going to feel it in your quads. You're going to get pounded really bad. You got to let your knees and your joints absorb that and rock and roll through that running downhill. So, again, anything that pops the hips forward is going to drive down on the heel and it's going to shock up your legs. You've got to eliminate that wherever it is in your running form, your style, your workouts, wherever it's happening. So, if you found this helpful, please share with a friend. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And if you want some coaching from me personally, go to thumbsuprunning.net and sign up for coaching. Thank you. Now, to give an illustration, I gave it on this video about shin splints. This is my friend Brian. I've been coaching him and training him to run because he's had some issues in life. What are some of the problems that you had?
Well, with running, I was in my second race in like 20 years, and I noticed today my lower leg, right about here exactly, was hurting today, pretty bad.
And what caused that?
I guess it's a shin splint, and I was running down, and in the race I was running downhill, and I've never really trained for running downhill or uphill yet, but it was in the race, and I guess it was the downhill trying to slow down and using bad form.
And what did it feel like?
It felt like I was burning, like a burning centralized right here on the shin, like right on the bone, and yeah.
Just like I said, guys, that it's feels like fire on your legs when you're doing shin splints. You see, you understand what Brian has got a fused spine and a rod in his back, so it forces him to have to run tall anyways. Then they're running that downhill on cement, having to run tall to begin with, and then the downslope causes him to pop his hips forward and to hit almost a half mile of downslope. Not that steep in some places, but it's enough for him to throw back. The next day, what's happening? His shins hurt. He's getting shin splints from that. So, it's a classic example of running downhill, hips forward, up too tall, and getting shin splints afterwards. So, again, throw the hips back, lean forward a little bit, and that will eliminate the problem of getting shin splints. Hi, I hope you enjoyed today's instructional video. Now, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. This is thumbs up running after all. And if it really was helpful for you, please go ahead and share it with a friend if they could use it. And if you'd like some instruction personally, go to thumbsuprunning.net and sign up for personal coaching from me. Thank you.